And bang! Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Gale, Will Phil number one here today, and I'm going to give you my redo of my recap and review of the series premiere of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Episode 1, entitled Strange New Worlds. It was directed by Akiva Goldsman, and I gotta say, I loved the series premiere of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. This is definitely what true Star Trek is all about. Okay, let's begin with the recap, shall we? Here we go. Okay, several months after the showdown with control that sent the USS Discovery into the 32nd century, the events continued to weigh heavily on a bearded Captain Pike, played by Anson Mount, who remains uncertain about his future in Starfleet. Spock, played by Ethan Peck, also misses his sister Michael Burnham, but a marriage proposal from T'Pring, who will go down on the subject of the science officer's affection in the classic original series episode Amok Time, and some Vulcan romance help distract him. Then we finally meet Robert April, played by Adrian Holmes, who was the Enterprise's first captain, and Pike's predecessor. So now an admiral, April convinces Pike to grab the center seat again by informing him that his number one had gone missing on a first contact mission to Kylie 279. A quick ride aboard the shuttlecraft, and Pike is being back aboard his repaired and upgraded starship. Pike's arrival coincides with introductions to Security Chief and Acting First Officer Lon Noonien Singh, played by Christina Chong. Communications Cadet Nyota Uhura, played by Celia Rose Gooding, and Pilot Lieutenant Erica Ortegas, played by Melissa Neville, and someone named Lieutenant Cook. Fascinating. In a private chat, Pike reveals to Spock that he saw a vision of the horrible training accident that will severely injure him when they visit the Klingon planet Borif. During the search for a time crystal, though, in Discovery Season 2, upon arriving at Kylie 279, the Enterprise finds the USS Archer abandoned, but intact, with local space giving no signs that the planet has achieved even rudimentary spaceflight. The population hasn't created warp drive. It has created a warp bomb. In sickbay, we welcome the cheerful Dr. Mabenga, played by Babs Alas, however you pronounce his name, and the energetic civilian nurse Christine Chappell, played by Jess Bush. Chappell's civilian status cleverly explains why she will later choose to officially sign on with Starfleet in the episode What a Little Girl is Made Of, which is a classic original series Star Trek episode. As fate would have it, Chappell pioneers the genetic manipulation technique that Starfleet so often used in the TNG era to blend in with pre-warp species and infiltrate enemy encampments. The transporter also has a nifty feature. It can change a landing party's members' clothes and outfit them with equipment during a beam down. Pike, Spock, and Noonien Singh arrive on a divided planet with two warring, warring factions that seek to wipe each other out. Despite some obstacles, the trio make their way into a secure facility and rescue Number One, played by Rebecca Romaine, and her two cohorts. Unfortunately, Una informs Pike that their battle with Control took place so close to this planet that it allowed them to study and reverse engineer warp technology. To correct the international influence, the captain makes a bold decision to reveal his crew's alien origins and the presence of the Enterprise to the locals. In true Star Trek style, this episode addresses the current when social divides on a 21st century Earth by showcasing them through the lens of the 21st century. Kylie 279 Pike explains that the United States underwent a second civil war and the eugenics wars, conflict that led to Earth's catastrophic World War III. Complete with archival images, Pike's presentation convinces the local factions to make peace and turn their eyes towards the stars. Thus, revelations continue to come at a slight speed. Lon has a history with the Gorn. As an ensign, Number One was involved in Lon's rescue. Chief Kyle beams aboard the Anna, engineer Hammer, and a Lieutenant Samuel Cook, played by Dan Janowat, complete with the epic mustache and his corpse, spotted in the original series episode Operation Annihilate. The addition of James T. Cook's brother to the crew is a splendid surprise, particularly as he will be Spock's subordinate. Strange New Worlds addresses the aftermath of Control's defeat while setting a new course for Captain Pike and the Enterprise. And this episodic nature stands in contrast to Discovery and Picard, but there are clearly ongoing threads. And the producers will continue to pull on during the show's voyage. From a Jonathan Archer reference, to memorable guest appearances from Melanie Scafano, Gia Sandhu, Andre De Kim, and Wang Fu. The premiere expertly weaves strange new worlds into the tapestry of the 21st century. Yet it also sets up to forge its own path in this time period. As we await the Enterprise's next adventure, there's only one thing to say: hit it. And I would give the series premiere of Star Trek Strange New Worlds 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, way up, a solid 9 out of 10, and an A triple plus. Like I said, I absolutely loved the series premiere of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. This actually does feel like a classic old school Star Trek episode. This is the Star Trek that I grew up with. This takes me back to the late 80s and the 1990s, which I remember watching old reruns of Star Trek the original series in syndication during my childhood in the 1980s and my early teenhood in the 1990s. Like I said, I've seen all 6 Star Trek films, and this definitely has the original series Star Trek fashion. It truly does. This is what Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard failed to do. Because I will admit I was a little bit skeptical about Star Trek Strange New Worlds, but once I saw the series premiere, my skeptical turned into high expectations. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the 9 remaining episodic episodes. And like I said, I'm glad that Star Trek Strange New Worlds is doing episodic episodes because that is what Star Trek needs. That's what's been missing from Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard. Because Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard always continue to do like ongoing stories that drag out way too long. Like I also like the look of the USS Enterprise NCC 1701. I know it's not like the 1960s Star Trek Enterprise because today it's pretty hard to do, but I like the design of the ship. I mean, this is what true Star Trek is all about. And I know that Gene Roddenberry is looking down from heaven and smiling on how Star Trek Strange New Worlds premiered. I'm like, what else is gonna happen? I don't know, but so far so good. I know that the late Leonard Nimoy will be very proud of Ethan Peck's performance as Spock, and I know the late Major Roddenberry Major Barrett Roddenberry will be very proud of the new Christine Chapel. I mean, yes, this is what Trekkers and Trekkies have been waiting to see. Comment down below in the comment section and tell me what you thought about Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And what are you looking forward to in the 9 remaining episodic episodes? I wish they would do more than 10 episodes, but like I said, excellent premiere. Man, I'm definitely addicted to Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and I'm definitely going to be reviewing the next episode next Thursday. Also, Tuesday, I will be reviewing Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 5, and Mayans MC Season 4, Episode 5 as well. You stay classy, live long and prosper, then peace out. And also, tell me what you thought about Star. Like I said, tell me in the comment section what you thought about Star Trek Strange New Worlds and what you liked about it, and what else do you want to see in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Like what I want to see is I want to see the Romulans. I want to see more of the Romulans, because we haven't seen very much Romulans in Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard, but I really want to see them. I want to see the Romulan Empire. I want to see more Andorians. I want to see that. Anyway, you all have a good night, and I'll see you next week.